Back again. This is the Double RT Boxing Show. Your host, Mr. A. We are doing a post-fight recap number 62. Mikey Garcia defeating Sergey Lipinets plus the entire, well, not the entire card, but the two other fights. We're going over Richard Commey defeating Luna and Rancis losing to Relikh. We will do the breakdowns of what we think of the whole fight. So give a thumbs up. Let's enjoy some boxing talk. Now, this was the TG Brown promotions. Pretty good card. The crowd was good into it. Now, for the first fight, Alejandro Luna and Richard Commey wasn't televised, so we had to wait for a while for that one to pop up so we could get views to that. Then it's well known that winner gets Robert Easter Jr., who is now calling out Mikey Garcia again. So it's a lot. That's a whole nother talking right there. Like, does he? Obviously, you want to unify the belts, but does Robert Easter really want to unify the belts, or is it just for money? Knowing he has to fight Commey, and we all know a lot of people think he lost that first Commey fight. So is he just trying to get a cash out before he fights Commey? Who knows? But anyway, Richard Commey took on Alejandro Luna for a IBF eliminator, even though it's not officially classified as the final eliminator. But you would think the winner of this bout gets Robert Easter Jr. They were going back and forth. It was a fight between whoever got to empower both of not both, but whoever got to empower their style. If the fight was kept from the distance, Commey was able to 1-2 and throw some hard right hand. If Luna was able to give him thighs and use his shorter muscular hooks, he was able to get the body working. And it happened for the most part Commey's way. The first round was a nice little fill out round. They both were, stuttering, faking, taking those little pictures, But towards the end, Commey kind of got our right hand, and that followed into the second round. He started landing the second hit. Just landing it. And towards the middle, they told Commey to get off the ropes. I didn't know Commey was with what's the trainer's name? Dozier? Danny Jacobs' trainer. I didn't know he had Richard Commey now. So he might be able to polish him up, because he gets a little wild. I think that's what lost him the Robert Easter fight. He just got a little wild and tired in there for throwing too hard. So maybe Andre Rocher could kind of tame him, polish him up, control him a little bit. And it's like he kept on, like the rounds that Luna won was like 3, 4, maybe he started pressuring a little 5. Even though Commey was getting his shots off in those rounds, he was putting himself against the ropes, and Luna looked like he was kind of winning those. And that's what Andre Rocher kept telling him, like, don't put yourself on the rope. Just in the middle of the ring, just turn him. When we can outbox this guy. Because like I said, whenever Commey had the distance fight, right hands. He ended up stopping him in the 6. Caught him with a nice. Well, he knocked him down once. Then he got up and caught him with a nice right. And he laid there. Like, for the first one, he got knocked. He got with a good amount of hooks. And when he did fall, he did spit out his mouthpiece, because he got deducted. Because he spit out his mouthpiece, but I don't know if the ref saw him spit out the mouthpiece, but he did. I mean, he did, as in Luna spit out the mouthpiece. So when he got up on the 9 or the 8 or the 9 count, and the referees are like, all right, let's fight. And Luna's like, oh, my mouthpiece. The referee looked at him like, 1 point. And the commentaries were like, there was no warning, there was no nothing. He did deliberately spit that mouth if you watch it. So maybe the referee caught that and he didn't, but he got deducted 1 point. But that was the first knockdown. And he got up, and Commey got him another right hand shortly, a couple seconds later. And when he fell, he laid with his arms up like, and the referee just stopped it like on that, like more of a like more of a just like I'm hurt, but thinking like if you've seen boxing fights, you've seen that look enough. So Richard Commey got a TKO second round knockout of Alejandro Luna becomes the IBF. You think Robert Easter Jr. mandatory, so that was like, I guess you could say the co-main event, or the baby co-main event, and then the co-main event itself that was televised. It used to open a hand on the televised card was the rematch for the WBA super lightweight title. Rancis Barthelemy taking on Sergey Relikh, or Curly Relikh. And this fight was pretty much where the first one laid off, just a little more advanced by the Relikh. He just applied the pressure, too much volume for Rancis to handle. The punching power was already a subject for Rancis in the first round, but this time the volume was just going. What Relikh did change in this fight was I guess you could say that the power, the speed of his punches. Instead of just kind of really hurt Rancis, he was just keeping him busy with all types of speed variations on his punches. And what that did, if nothing was being, if anything, it just kept Rancis handcuffed, and you couldn't grade him on any offense. And you just saw Relikh just throwing. It was just a total. He landed a couple power shots here and there, but it was really just an onslaught of volume. There's really nothing much you could say about that fight. It was a brilliant performance, a great strategy, a well carried out strategy. He didn't out pace himself. He didn't tire. He took some good, considering he took a good amount of low blows. He took, I think, about 3 low blows. Round 7 was his final hard. Because that's when he really started beating the shit out of Rancis, and then low blowed him. So that's all my notes really started saying was, okay, just staying busy. And then just, except for like round 7, 6, the fight just really flipped, and just because Rancis was doing, moving on the ring, trying to jab, his little stiff style. But he just couldn't throw enough right punch counters. He was overvaluing with too many punches. Some soft, some pity pats, some hard. But Curly Relikh easily gets a unanimous decision, becomes the WBA super lightweight champion. So that is interesting because there was a lot of lightweight action going on tonight. But we can talk about another time. This is the main event time. Thumbs up for the main event. We are talking Sergey Lipinets losing his title to Mikey Garcia. Let this be known: if you're a foreign fighter and you win a bout, do not let Mikey Garcia be your first title defense. Zakachani, well, I'm pretty sure I mispronounced that name, but DZ, first title defense, Mikey Garcia. Sergey Lipinets, first title defense. If you're a foreign fighter and you just get a belt, do not fight Mikey Garcia in your first fight. You're going to lose. He defeated Sergey Lipinets pretty much how I think a lot of people figured. Unless you was really underestimating Sergey, you might think Mikey might have knocked him out. But Sergey, being the nice, counter attack offense that he is, still with that kickboxing mind state, he turns sideways, let you reach so he could counter you with he used that whole torque action delivery, and kind of carries that over into his boxing. So he sat there for the most part. Round 1 was okay, a nice little fill out round. Round 2, Mikey started landing the 2 of the 1-2. The 1-2. Sergey just kept leaning over like to his forehead, and Mikey just kept just started landing that right hand. It started getting consistent. But Sergey was able to land a few shots, a nice little, Sergey had movement. He had the movement going, but his downfall was he just kept bending over. That's his defense, is to kind of duck to the right. Mikey would come with the overhand right, follow him all the way down if he had to. And the good thing about this fight, not only, of course, we saw, Mikey become the 4th division champion that he became, but the adaptations and the he was making in this fight, like I said, the first you see. It just fill out. And in round 2, he starts to find that right hand. Round 3 is getting more often and more often. And then round 4, that's when I think let's see the notes here. We got it. Yeah, round 5 actually. That's when you see, okay, he's been doing this right. He's been boom landing this 1-2 right hand, 1-2 right. He's been landing that consistently. And all of a sudden, like right in the middle of like round 5, boom, boom, he throws in the left hook off it. And like, oh, now Sergey's like, oh man, I gotta worry about the left hook, the 2. It was good to see with the way Mikey adapted that whole thing. And then he started even throwing the left hook by itself. You didn't know if it was gonna come left hooked and boom. The way he just mixed his offense up on Sergey was pretty damn smart. And another thing, the 7th round, see, that was like the level of adaptation was in the 5th round. It caught Sergey. He started feeling really bad because in round 7, he came out from a good beating in round 6. Mikey was pouring it on him from the adaptation in round 5. So round 7, Sergey just came out with the, on it, boom, boom. He started throwing some good combinations at Mikey. He cracked Mikey with some good stuff for like a good first 30 seconds. And then you just see Mikey just bite down, throw like a good 5 good 6-piece combination back at him, like 2 hooks doubled up on the left hook to the body, just to fire back. Some miss, some hit, but just to sit there and bite down on the gunshot, like fire back right on the champion, answer his little attack. And from that round on, that round just kept getting good. Sergey knew he needed that round. They threw the hooks, they met, they hit again. Then right, he hit Mikey with a. He hit Mikey harder. Then that got him a little confidence to throw up too far of a right uppercut. Brought it back low. Counter with the left. Sergey goes down for the first time in his career. And what I like about Mikey, even if he don't knock you down, it could be any round. When he feels he won the round, he walks back to his corner like. So he's very smart in the ring. He knows that, okay, I'm boxing, I'm winning a round. Okay, I won that round on points. He walks to the corner like, yeah, I won that round. He knows that how it goes down. He knows that's 7-5, baby, 7-5. And from there on out, just like once he knocked Sergey down, it was always a competitive fight, but you could just start to see a little more that it's just different. As long as that fight was on the outside, Sergey could not touch Mikey enough. If it wasn't going to be one of his hard shots, because he hit Mikey with some good shots, probably like maybe like one every other round. He just cracked Mikey with a nice left hook. His jab was touching Mikey. He busted his nose, but he was never able to land a good 1-2 solid combination of Mikey. It's either just a good straight left, a good hard hook, and Mikey ate some hard hooks. Now, will he be able to take that 147 hard hooks? Different subject, different video. Subscribe and thumbs up if you want to hear that video. Now, going into the 11th round, Mikey started bringing out the little uppercut on him too. It was ridiculous, Sergey's already tired trying to come forward. Inside uppercuts, like Mikey, back off, dude. But Mikey showed a lot of grit. So that's this whole TJB promotions on the Showtime. This is the whole card review. It was a good recap. Like I said, we got Commey defeating Luna, he defeated Luna in the IBF Eliminator. So you figure that sets up the rematch for Easter if Mikey doesn't answer his call out. Co-main event, you got in the rematch, you got Relikh defeating Rancis in the rematch for the WBA Super Lightweight Champion. Now, so that belt is now officially gone. So you got that belt, and then you got Mikey Garcia taking the IBF. So that's 2 of the 140s now possessed. This is the Double RT Boxing Show. Thumbs up the video. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your time. Please subscribe if you have not. Thumbs up the video, folks.